So quickly, Jonathan Antoine became a well-known and loved classical singer. He learned how to sing in a beautiful tenor voice when he was 11 years old. His life changed when he caught Simon Cowell's attention on Britain's Got Talent. Since then, his ability has wowed fans all over the world. He has been working hard on his own since then. So how did he keep getting better after Britain's Got Talent? When Antoine was only 11, he went to West Hatch High School in Chigwell. That's when he first became famous. He grew up in Essex, and both of his parents worked as police inspectors and housekeepers because of Jenny Ewington, his voice teacher, and Jeanette Brown, the music director, who helped him in ways he never expected. His life changed. Antoine found his singing voice and fell in love with music all over again with Mrs. Ewington's help. But how far did that first step get him on the way to success? Get ready for a thrilling adventure as we learn about Jonathan Antoine, contestant on Britain's Got Talent. He won Young Musician of the Year at the 2010 Stratford and East London Music Festival for his performance of Bring Him Home from Les Miserables. He was only 13 years old at the time. But Antoine's trip was only just beginning. People were blown away by his performance of O Maria at London's prestigious Royal Festival Hall in 2011 as part of the Rotary Youth Makes Music event. It showed how his voice was changing and how talented he was. By age 14, it wasn't a surprise that he had been accepted into all of London's top music schools after performing for them. It was amazing to watch Antoine transform from a reserved child into a self-assured performer at West Hatch. Jeanette Brown's encouragement played a major role in helping him find his confidence as he sang every note at a concert. As Antoine joined the Royal Academy of Music, his classmates were in admiration of his exceptional voice and realized that he was destined for greatness. Jonathan Antoine's musical journey began early in his life when he demonstrated his vocal skills. He started taking voice lessons at the young age of 11, and his instructors quickly identified his remarkable ability. At that point, he started performing in school concerts. With this early motivation, he won the Young Musician of the Year award at the Stratford and East London Music Festival in 2012. When he tried out for Britain's Got Talent, he got his big break. In high school, they went to West Hatch and were paired with Charlotte Giacchionelli. They were known as Jonathan and Charlotte. Their performance of The Prayer at their audition made them famous because of how well they harmonized the parts and how it was compared to the work of famous classical artists. Their amazing performances got them a recording deal worth $1 million with Simon Cowell's Psycho Music, which put them in second place. Their first job as professional players began with this. Jonathan and Charlotte came in second and third place on the show, but it opened up a lot of great possibilities for their future musical projects. In 2012 and 2013, they put out albums that made them become more well-known in the classical crossover scene. They kept performing together until 2014. That's when they chose to go their separate ways, while still upholding the high standards they had set. Jonathan's solo career took off after he signed with Sony Classical and put out a few records. These albums took him to new heights in the world of classical music. He did a great job on Britain's Got Talent. Jonathan's interview in Season 6, 2012, wowed everyone, and he kept up his charm throughout the competition. His strong tenor voice and lively attitude made him a fan favorite. Everyone was amazed by how well he sang The Prayer for the judges in the crowd, the song by Celine Dion and Andrea Bocelli together. What really got people's attention, though, was how well he and his singing partner, Charlotte Giacchionelli, got along on stage. As Jonathan and Charlotte, they were known for their funny stand-up act that really won over the crowd. The competition showed off how great they were at singing and being on stage. Everyone was amazed by how well they did with The Prayer in the semifinals, solidifying their position as the top contenders. Their beautiful performance of The Prayer in the final round got a standing ovation. It had already made a big impact on the judges and the crowd. Many people loved them and thought they were great, even though they came in second place on Britain's Got Talent. Jonathan and Charlotte became well known after they were on Britain's Got Talent. But it all started when two of their music teachers sang at their teacher's wedding. No one would have thought that this moment would turn into something so beautiful. Jeanette Brown had no idea how much The Prayer would change things when she picked it for her class. Jonathan Antoine and Charlotte Giacchionelli, two young singers with amazing voices, made their debut at her church wedding when they sang the song together. Something very strange took place. This was the beginning of their amazing duo, which would become famous all over the world. They went on an amazing trip together thanks to their amazing talent and ability to get along. Not long after their 2012 show, their first record came out. They worked together with Psycho, Simon Cowell's record label, and made a lot of money. This record came out in the US on October 30, 2012, and in the UK on September 24, 2012. It had both original songs and cover versions, including their famous take on The Prayer. Their second record, Perhaps Love, came out in August 2013 and really showed how their music had changed. Judges liked how Jonathan's strong tenor voice went well with Charlotte's sweet melodic voice. Even though they came from different families and had some ups and downs along the way, it was amazing. They were both great singers and loved music very much. Their performances were a mix of classical and modern styles, which made them very famous. In the end, though, they decided to go their separate ways. In February 2014, each signed a solo record deal with Sony Classical. After they broke up, Jonathan and Charlotte both went straight into making music. They both kept listening to classical music, but Charlotte took a big step into the exciting world of the West End. They were able to stay in touch, even though they were busy with their own lives. Their shows changed the music scene a lot and gave young artists ideas. The rise to fame of Jonathan Antoine was pretty amazing. The attention and buzz he got after his performance on Britain's Got Talent with Charlotte Giaconelli in 2012 really set him apart. When he was only 17, he caught the attention of music mogul Simon Cowell. Because of this, he was called the British Pavarotti. Simon put Jonathan in touch with Charlotte, who had already helped Charlotte Church become famous. Charlotte saw Jonathan as more than just another contestant. As soon as she heard him sing, she knew he would become a big name in opera. When Jonathan's solo success took off, it became possible for him to get a record deal with Psycho. He was ready to move on from reality TV because he had a team of professionals behind him and fans all over the world. Even though Jonathan had amazing skills, it was his ability to deal with stress that made him approachable and popular. Many people look up to him because he stayed true to himself instead of trying to become famous, even though he had to deal with bullying and mental health problems. Fans from all over the world looked up to him because he was so committed to being himself. Fans all over the world were looking forward to Jonathan and Charlotte's arrival as they prepared for their musical trip. They were excited to watch Jonathan's transformation from a shy teen to a true opera star. The industry was buzzing with talk of how he might measure up to Luciano Pavarotti, ready to mesmerize audiences with his incredible talent and drive. Charlotte Giaconelli, born on August 24, 1995 in Essex, England, also gained fame through their captivating acts. Their duo got them second place on Season 6 of Britain's Got Talent. After they broke up, Charlotte went out on her own and signed with Sony to release her first record by herself, Ella Solitaire, in 2014. As she moved on from Britain's Got Talent to a solo job in Chigwell, England, she showed how talented and determined she was. Charlotte's path into music began at West Hatch High School and would become unforgettable. It's clear that she had a big impact on Jonathan Antoine's success. When they performed together on Britain's Got Talent, they amazed people all over the world. Both the judges and the fans fell in love with their duets because of how well they sang together. They got a lot of attention and new chances in the music business after winning Britain's Got Talent. Charlotte and Jonathan's connection during their acts was a big part of why they did so well. Jonathan really liked Charlotte's backing, which made him feel better about going on stage. Because of her, he felt more confident and stylish when he showed off his amazing singing skills. He could improve his skills, try out new artistic ideas, and work with great composers and producers because Sony was behind him. With this partnership, he was able to make better songs and reach more people, which helped him build a group of loyal fans. His deal with Sony proved that he was a good musician, which gave him credibility and set him up for success in the tough music scene. His 4-year project, the record Going the Distance was a big deal. It showed how versatile he was, with songs like Empty Chairs at Empty Tables, Nessun Dorma, and Disney's Baby Mind. The Royal Philharmonic Orchestra played all of them. Many people liked Jonathan's albums after that, like Christmas Land and its platinum version, which showed he could appeal to a lot of different musical tastes. Through work with groups like Di Cappella and the Hollywood Chamber Orchestra, he continued to do well. Jonathan has played at big events like Muhammad Ali's Celebrity Fight Night and the iTunes Festival since he went solo after Britain's Got Talent. He has also released hit albums like Asterisk, Tenor Asterisk, and Asterisk Believe Asterisk. He has been able to explore both classical and modern styles thanks to his freedom as an artist. This has made him known as a skilled and versatile artist in both classical music and the wider music scene. Jonathan has worked with a wide range of artists in different styles. One of the famous singers, Diane Warren, asked him to work with her on her album Viv 1. He has worked with both new and known artists, which shows how well he can combine traditional classical music with modern styles. His innovative By Request feature on Artist Share lets fans take part in his creative process, which makes their relationship to his art stronger. Jonathan has openly talked about personal problems besides his music business, such as his lifelong battle with weight, which he started to deal with by living a healthier life and lost almost 50 pounds. He has also talked about his ongoing struggles with autism and mental health, calling for more help and awareness for people in similar situations. Being open about his situation has inspired others and helped get autism and mental health problems off the radar. Michelle Dway, Jonathan's partner, has been a big inspiration in his life and in his music, especially in his most recent record, Believe. On the show Loose Women, is a big moment in his life and work. This has led to important talks about autism and the need for public education. These conversations are helping to break down old stereotypes and false beliefs which make society more open-minded. Jonathan's story is different from the norm, trying to make the community more welcoming and proud of people with different brain backgrounds. He likes a lot of different kinds of music, from extreme death metal to alternative rock and jazz fusion. Through his Going the Distance event, he shows how much he loves all kinds of music and how it has changed his life. In his shows, his wide vocal range and strong desire to use music as a way to express himself really come through. Jonathan is thankful to Britain's Got Talent for giving him situations that have shaped him and motivated him. His captivating shows in the US and Canada, as well as his regular trips, show how dedicated he is to his art and how much he wants to connect with his fans on a personal level. His shows can be hard on his body because he puts so much heart and soul into them, and he is usually very tired afterward. Jonathan can sing and play a lot of different instruments, which shows how talented and flexible he is as a musician. It's impossible to forget his shows, which always amaze people with new ideas and real interactions. Jonathan's most recent book is a children's book called The Magical Cape. It has a lot of fun stories that will keep kids interested. Jonathan isn't going to rest on his laurels because he has shows planned, and for music fans, this is the perfect mix of work and play. He has to go on this tour for work, but it's also a vacation for him to relax. Jonathan's performances and trips have helped him see things more creatively. His work has been greatly affected by his time spent in many different cultural settings, such as Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, and at a dinner in Ephesus that Seaborn put together. These experiences have shown how flexible and unique he is, helping him see things from different cultural points of view and incorporating them into his acts. Through his By Request project, Jonathan will continue to let his fans see him write songs and share his artistic process with them. This project has gotten good feedback, and fans are getting more and more excited for his next record, which they are sure will be just as amazing as the last one. Charity is very important to Jonathan, and he works with a number of non-profits. He gives money to the Katie Holmes Trust to help raise awareness of childhood brain tumors and fund study. His dedication to causes like ending homelessness and improving animal welfare shows how much he cares about every living thing's worth and respect. Jonathan has also used his ability to connect with an audience to help good causes, taking part in Make Some Noise on Classic FM to make a charity single for a good cause. Jonathan also speaks out and does things to show that he cares about stopping bullying and mental health. He wrote the children's book Jonathan the Porcupine with Kathy Gart, which is about being positive and having faith in yourself. The goal of this book, and plans for a follow-up, is to make people more aware of how important mental health is and how bullying can hurt people, which will lead to more kindness and understanding. Jonathan Antoine's life has been very interesting. He was a hopeful contestant on Britain's Got Talent and is now a well-known name in classical music. His story includes how he and Charlotte became a captivating duo and how he went on to have a great solo career. He has grown as an artist and dealt with personal problems that a lot of people can connect to. This has really touched people all over the world. People look up to Antoine because he is honest about his battles with mental and physical health, being diagnosed with autism, and other hard times. Being honest with people has made him more well-liked. It's clear from his story how important music is in people's lives. It brings people together, heals mental wounds, and lets people say what they want without any restrictions. Jonathan is always trying out new musical styles and working with other artists. This shows that anyone can enjoy and respect music, even though